Alright, so this is just a fire tank's point of view of solo tanking Gods of Monsters first and last boss. Now, this boss itself isn't hard. This is regular, by the way. This isn't elite. So, this boss itself isn't hard. All you have to do is avoid the lava in the room. And I'm pretty sure there's a feat associated with the lava itself because it does move in a certain pattern. But we weren't really focusing on feats in today's runs. We were just doing it for gear. And this new gear system is still so confusing to me, but yeah, that's pretty much it for this boss. Just avoid the lava. The bosses themselves don't hit very hard at all, so as long as you have like you can probably even do it with one healer, but two healers is great because it's just one doesn't have to spam at all. Also, it's important that your group is quick to move out of the lava because the lava itself can kill you really fast. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this boss. Avoid the lava. The bosses themselves don't hit hard, so this boss is very solo tankable. If a fire tank can do it, pretty sure an ice can do it, pretty sure rage can do it, any tank. But that's pretty much it for this boss. I'll let the rest of the clip play out and I'll come back on like second boss. All right, so here we are at second boss. Now, in on this part, you actually do need two tanks, as far as I know, and the reason is because that Phoenix, whenever it's close to any of the bosses, it'll just heal the bosses, and you'll never be able to kill the bosses themselves. On top of that, I was holding two bosses, the Gorgon, the one that's the trickster, the Gorgon trickster, and the Harpy striker, and they the Harpy striker himself hits really hard, and the Gorgon will trap you in stone sometimes. Now it doesn't hit the tank as much, but it hit me one time. It hit me one time. It hit the healer like 5 times, and both of them combined, they were doing pretty high damage to me. So I wouldn't really recommend trying to solo tank this boss because I mean, even with 60,000 health, increased heals, and these are like Fire's affinities in tank stance. Even with all that, these two bosses were still pretty much beating me up. And imagine having the Minotaur on you, and then I don't know if the Phoenix himself does any damage because, as you can see, neither me or Kaira, the other tank, are pulling him, and he's just staying there. And he doesn't seem to be doing any real damage to the group. So I think the Phoenix Life Warden is just a healer here. He doesn't really damage anyone, and that's why you want to split the bosses away from him. I don't know, Kair might have been pulling him, but I personally was not even taunting him at all. And you can also lunge his healing abilities. Shadow Clan NYC is doing that, I think. And that's pretty much it for this boss. You split the Harpy Striker and Trickster away from the Phoenix. You split the Minotaur away from the Phoenix. Kill the Phoenix first, and then kill the Striker and the Gorgon, and then kill the Minotaur. You want to kill the Gorgon next because he will trap the healers in stone. And if you have both healers trapped in stone, especially as a fire tank, you're going to feel the pain once you don't have heals. And yeah, that's pretty much all you want to do for this boss. The Minotaur himself, all he does is charge. The Phoenix is not that big a threat. The Harpy Striker does hit hard, and the Gorgon Trickster will trap people in stone. I don't know. Again, we didn't focus on feats on this run, so I don't know if there are any feats associated with this boss. There more than likely are feats associated with this boss, just based on it being such a large boss fight. But yeah, we need focus on those. So yeah, I'm just gonna let the rest of this clip play out, and I'll be back once we're at Typhon. Alright, so here we are at Typhon. I sped up this clip because first off, he just looks cool, so I just wanted to show like Typhon in all his glory, and Cerberus is a beast, so that's why he was standing by Typhon. And that's why he's not gonna help Hades the entire fight. I don't know the story at all. I just know that Typhon is the god of monsters, so Cerberus, I guess, isn't going to fight him. Okay, so for this boss, all you want to do, you can easily solo tank this boss as well. But I didn't know that a lot of the best way to solo tank this boss is once you clear all the ads in the room and you give the first thunderbolt to Zeus. You use the thunderbolt to damage Typhon. You want to move to the start of the room, and you want the group to move there too. That way, if any ads spawn north, they will just come down and attack you first. They won't attack the group, and you'll also be moving to the back, so you'll pull the ads from the south side of the room near Wonder Woman. You'll pull them, and that way they'll always be on you. So you'll see me do this later. Like I didn't even figure that out till like the second bolt had hit Typhon. But yeah, you just wanna. I mean, this boss is just not that hard, and it's a cool boss fight. I'm sure in Elite these snakes that I'm guessing these snakes that come out of the ground are part of Typhon's lower half, because he does look like a tentacle from the bottom, from like the waist down. He looks like he has tentacles, so I'm sure these snakes are just his tentacles or something. I don't know. But yeah, here's where you chain the bolt, and you don't need a perfect line. You just need it to reach the very end. We messed up that time, but we got it the second time, I believe, and I don't think we messed up from that point moving forward. So here it goes, and it hits him. Yeah, he does have tentacles from the lower half. Okay, that's where I messed up. You want to be south after the thunderbolt. So you don't want, as a tank, you don't want to be the last one in the chain, simply because the ads will the group will more than likely be south, and once that chain is complete, the ads will immediately come out, and if you're north, they'll jump the group before they get to you. So you want to be like, I would say, in the middle of the chain, or the last, or the first of the chain. So you want to be south, basically. Just be south, and once you complete a chain, everyone in your group goes south. But you can solo tank this boss, and the reason you kind of want to try and run solo tanks if you can is because like the way CR scaling is working against you right now. I mean, the ads and bosses, they're all 14 CRs higher than you, and you're gonna just be hitting a lot less, and you'll end up taking a long time to complete whatever piece of content you're running. So it's just better, if you can squeeze more burn out of your run, it's better to try and do that if you have a capable group. But if you don't, if you're just pugging it or something and you just want to be safe, then I guess to tank it. But if you have a capable group, then why not run one tank? I mean, I'd be interested to try even a solo heal and a solo tank and see what happens. I'm pretty sure in first boss we could have definitely solo healed it. This boss, I would say, if the healer's safe, you can definitely solo heal it as well, because it didn't seem like any of us were really taking that much damage. As long as I had aggro on what we were fighting, it didn't, like, nothing in here seemed to hurt that bad. But yeah, it's like once you complete a chain, just make sure you go south and make sure the group goes with you, so you can aggro the ads that are south, and then the ones north will just come down and find you anyway. And they'll find you first instead of finding the rest of the group, because the rest of the group will be behind you anyway, so they won't be able to reach them without first hitting you. And once they hit you as a tank, your powers will pretty much hold aggro from that point. But yeah, I didn't really figure that out till like maybe the second lightning bolt had hit Typhon. So you'll see me like kind of mess up, but it's not. Luckily, we were communicating. This is where I almost died, by the way. But luckily, we were communicating pretty well. And right there, we lost 3 people. But we were communicating pretty well, and as a result, we were able to revive each other and not have to wipe. I hit Eternal Flame because I panicked. My health was like at 20%. I saw 3 people down. I was like, oh, I don't know if I'll be able to get the heal in time, because one of those people could have been a healer, or it could have been both heals. I don't know. But here's where we started moving south. Yeah, that's the part where we figured out it was better just to be south, or if, better for the group if they were just south. That way I would catch everything that spawned north and catch everything that would spawn south. So it would just be safer for everyone overall. But yeah, I'm gonna just let the rest of the clip play out. This boss itself isn't hard. You just gotta positioning is key. If you have 2 tanks, just have one tank south, one tank north. They'll both like catch all the ads, and then you can just, burn one set of ads, burn the other set of ads, or just bring them all together and burn them all at the same time. Maybe drop orbitals on them, because orbital strikes are like the quickest way to kill any ad. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this boss. Just burn ads and chain the bolt. It's all pretty simple and regular. But in Elite, I don't know what happens. I'd be interested to see. But yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'll let the rest of the clip play out.